Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a fully automatic slime farm system. Now what's great about this system, besides being fully automatic and highly efficient, I wanted this to have a visual effect. I wanted this to look as good as it works. And as you can see here guys, we have an entirely redesigned grinding system. Now I actually wanted to have a system that's fully compact, very simplified, and fully efficient. So what we have here guys is a full grinding system that works beautifully, and I'll explain that in detail later. But we also have a massive storage system, which is pretty much incorporated within the design, because with a slime farm you want that kind of system to really transport the items to it, because believe it or not, this system is fully automatic and it will always run non-stop, at least if you're in a 128 block range. Now check it out, we do have a hopper line right underneath and a fully automatic item elevator, which all it does is transports the item into the storage system. And the cool thing is guys, that's the most redstone that you're going to use for this entire design, which is fantastic because it really simplifies the whole thing. So to really explain how this works, what we have here is a slime chunk, and slimes will spawn on these platforms. Now the thing is, they end up going to the corners because just based on how they're naturally made, they end up falling directly into this water flow system. Now what we have here are two lava blades on each corner. Now all they're there for is to simply kill the large guys so that the small and medium guys could fall right into this one block water flow hopper system in front of us. You see, they all end up falling right in there. And the cool thing is, at one block of water, they end up dying. Now because the water flow system is moving forward, it pretty much prevents them from really jumping. So they end up drowning right into that spot right there, which is perfect. And all the items get sucked up and directly transported into the chest in front of us, which is fantastic. Now we will be building this in a live scenario guys, so not to worry. So check it out, these are the basic materials we're going to need. You will be needing a block of your choice, some stairs, jack-o'-lanterns, a lot of water, only 2 buckets of lava, glass, signs. You will need torch for lighting, droppers, redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, hoppers, and your combinations of chest and trap chest to really set up your storage system. Now guys, to really help you guys out, I want you guys to go to this website. It's called chunkbase.com. Now this is the perfect website to really set it up. Now as you can see in front of us guys, I've actually typed in my own seed, and make sure you in the bottom right there you put in that you're putting PlayStation or Xbox, depending on what you're building it on, because it's really going to make a big difference. So I made a copy of my survival world just so I can show you guys this demonstration. Now my slime chunk was right there. Now that white part is pretty much a 3x3 additional area that you're going to have to dig out, okay, for this specific system. Now for the system, make sure you pause the video and you pretty much dig down to the bedrock, okay? You want to dig all that spacing right out straight down to the bedrock. And trust me guys, that's going to definitely take some time. But like I said guys, if you need to pause the video at any point, please do. Now once you've done that guys, you should have this kind of look right in front of us. Straight down to the bedrock, smooth and easy. Well, not easy in the sense of actually digging it out, but pretty much simplified as we can see in front of us. Now to really make this highly efficient, you're going to have a lot of caves around you, at least on the ground. Now with this kind of system, you want to dig to really make this fully 100% efficient. You want to light up all those caves, at least in a 128 block radius from the slime farm itself. So make sure you torch everything to really get the most out of the system. Now trust me guys, that does take time, but it's your choice. Now check this out, when you get down to bedrock, you're going to have this choppy pattern. Now the first thing I want you to do guys is pretty much fill in the gap and make a smooth platform on the bottom. Perfect. Now at this point guys, it should look just like this, completely flat and smooth. Now what I want you to do is place 3 blocks right there And we're going to make another platform. So place a block on the 4th block, delete those 3. And you're going to cover up this entire top section right here, straight across. Now I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, and you should have something like this. Fantastic. Now once we've done that, guys, you're going to go another 3 more blocks high, and you're going to repeat the same exact thing we just did in the bottom. So make sure to cover up this entire section up just like so. Now once you've done that, guys, you should have something like this. Now over here is going to be a little different, okay? We're going to make our first slime chunk platform. Now you're going to go about 4 blocks high, in this case, and on the 5th block you're going to place 1 there. Let's delete these 4 temporary blocks. And you're going to go about 3 blocks inwards. See? 1, 2, 3. And that's where you're going to start making your 16 by 16 platform. So go about 3 blocks over here. And 3 blocks over here as well, and you're going to pretty much do this to each corner, just so you can guarantee that you have this perfect sensorized platform. You see? Perfect. Fantastic, guys. Now this is where it gets a little trickier, right? You're going to place a piece of block dirt right there, right underneath, 1 block away from the edge, and you're pretty much going to wrap that all around. Now, I want to show you the format I use to really place down my jack-o'-lanterns, but guys, you could really set that up your own way if you want to. You don't have to necessarily do it this way, but I like things to have a visual effect. So we're going to go about 1, 2, and on the 3rd one, place another block there. And you're going to, once again, you're going to wrap that all around evenly on all sides. Okay, 2 blocks from there, wrap it around, and of course, you're going to go one more time, 1, 2, and this should be a 2 by 2 pattern. So basically, it should look just like this right underneath, okay? Fantastic. So you're going to place that block there, let's cover that up. Now you're going to dig out the same exact pattern of the dirt right on top of the platform. And it should look just like this. And in that gap, guys, you're going to fill that up with your jack-o'-lanterns. So make sure to fill up every single inch of that gap with a jack-o'-lantern right across. And once you've done that, guys, all you have to do is delete the dirt and you're good to go. Now these jack-o'-lanterns will prevent any other mob but the slime mobs from spawning, which is what you want. Now right over here, you're going to place a block right across all around each corner. And on top of each one of those blocks, you're going to place 1 bucket of water. Perfect, just like so, and you're going to really wrap that on top of every single block. Now right in the center, you're going to delete that 4 by 4 area. Right exactly where the water ends, which is perfect. That's where they're going to drop at. And on each corner, guys, you're going to want to place 1 bucket of water on the top section right there. See? Because this is going to prevent any kind of slime, even the smallest one, from stopping right there. I mean, you don't want them to get stuck in that kind of dead little zone right there, because that's, you really want them to all flow right in the center no matter what. Now guys, this is very important. Make sure you figure out what's the front of your design. I'm about to show you why. Now for this example, we're going to place the front of the design parallel to my temple. So the temple is going to be the front part of this design and where it's located. Now the reason for that is because you're going to have to place some signs and you're going to have to delete certain blocks a certain way. Now you're going to delete this first row of blocks right in front of us and you're going to replace it with 1 sign. And see? And you're going to do it right behind it as well. So you're going to turn around and do it right there. And the reason for that is because the large slime blocks tend to get mashed up when they go towards the center. So to really prevent them from really clogging up the whole system, you have to delete those blocks so they can fall in smoothly with no issue. Now at this point, guys, you're going to want to make about 6 more platforms. Now the maximum size of this is really up to 6 platforms or the 39 block range. Now anything past that, slime blocks will not spawn. So at this point, you're going to go 3 blocks high and pretty much repeat the same exact pattern. Now you could push for about 7 layers to be on the safe side, but quite frankly guys, I think 6 layers will probably be the maximum or best results to really get things going. Because that 7 layer might not work at all. Now once you chose what you want to do and how big you want to make this, you're going to go about 3 more blocks up from that point. And you're going to cover up the entire top section. So what we're going to use is some smooth stone in the center, and on the edges we're going to use a stone brick. And that's going to indicate the entire roof of the system. Now once you've done that, you should have this kind of platform, smooth, easy, and beautiful, which is great. Now check it out. If you look inside guys, you're going to have this awesome, phenomenal layer from layer of chunks that all the slimes are going to be spawning on. Now guys, it is time to create the grinder, which is quite simple. And we got pretty much the hard part done. And this part is really not too bad. So you're going to place some glass right around the framework of the hull. And that's pretty much the back section, right? It's not the front section. That's the back section of the design, because you can tell by the signs right on top of it. So you're going to replace that with some kind of glowstone if you want to. And at this point, guys, you're going to dig 1, 2, 3 up to 12 blocks towards the front, and you should have this kind of platform. So it's going to be a 12 by 6 platform, not including the glass section. Now right there in the glass, you're going to cover that up with 1 solid block. Then you're going to go 1 block towards the center, and you're going to place 4 blocks right across. Then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in, and delete these 3 blocks right across. That's going to be the drop zone for the actual hopper system. Then you're going to cover some blocks here on the side up to that point, and repeat it on both sides. Perfect. So you should have this kind of look at this point. Now, starting from here, we're going to create the lava system. So you're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And you want to replace that with an unflammable block, like a solid block, like stone or something of that nature, so that the lava doesn't interfere with it. And of course, whatever you do on one side, you're going to do on the other side as well. Then we're going to place some smooth stone right across, just like so. And repeat that on the other side as well. Fantastic. Now to create a better visual effect, we're going to place some glass starting from here right across till we connect to the back part. Delete that. And 2 glasses like so, leaving the center empty. See what I mean? And on the top part, you can of course come right across. So place some glass blocks right there. And leave that center part empty, and cover the top part as well. So that part should be empty, because that's where the tip of the lava is going to flow at. Then you're going to place some blocks right across, just like so, leaving the centerpiece pretty much empty. Now this is going to be the chamber cell to hold the lava itself. Now, you don't have to use glass, but I love to use glass because, 1, it gives more lighting, and 2, you could better see the lava itself, and it kind of gives a really nice visual effect to it. Now, you're going to place 1 sign on each corner, right there, right underneath the hole. And right in that section, place 1 bucket of lava. And 1 there as well. Perfect. Then you're going to cover this top part with a solid block. And of course, you got to repeat that on both sides, because you really don't want that to spread, and you just want to cover this up to really get that nice kind of visual effect. Now at this point, you're going to place some blocks on the side, right there on the edge, pretty much at an angle from the glass. And what I like to do is add some stairs. So we're going to add some stairs right there. And there as well. And from this point, we're pretty much going to wrap it all around. So we're going to repeat the same exact pattern, but in this end, we're pretty much going to wrap the stairs right around that column because it's going to give it a really nice visual effect. I mean, we want to get some detail into this and have this bad boy looking nice. Like I said, guys, I'm big on visuals. Besides working well, it got to look just as good. So of course, we're going to place some columns right there to have that nice visual stimulation. I mean, it's going to really look nice. Give kind of this kind of foundation look to it. And of course, you're going to wrap it right around. And you know what? Right here, let's delete that and add another set of stairs and just kind of end it off right there. That being like kind of the door entrance to the main spot. Now, to match up the front part, let's add some stairs there and there. Let's replace this with some stone brick. See? And of course, do that on the other side as well. So we're going to delete these blocks just to make it even on both sides, so that you can pretty much know that that's the door frame to the storage room. Add some upside down stairs on top. And of course, repeat whatever you do on one side to the other side. So let's delete these blocks, replace them with some stone brick, and add some stairs upside down to give a little more visual effect. Now, of course, right on top of here, you're going to repeat the same exact pattern, and pretty much you can set that up your own way. Now, the beauty about this, guys, you can really customize this to your own kind of style. Add some stairs there, add it right across if you want to, and just pretty much wrap this all around the entire system. And trust me, guys, it is going to look amazing once you do it, because it really brings out the design. I mean, it really becomes an eye-opener. Now at this point, guys, we're going to set up the whole transportation system, which is the hopper line and the item elevator. So as you can see, guys, starting from this point or this corner, let's set up that item elevator. Now we'll add a little more lighting because, you know, you just don't want any mob spawning and you want to really see what you're doing. You're going to place a block there, and let's delete this whole roofing, well, the platform here. Let's add some torches. And if you guys really have done this before, you already know what I'm about to make. Now we're going to put a block there like so. And we're going to go in this back and forth pattern all the way till you reach the top part. Perfect. Just like that. Then you're going to add torches right in front, just like so, and behind the blocks as well until you reach the bottom part. Add a redstone torch there and there, which is highly important. There, and one right there. Fantastic. So you should have this kind of look at this point. See? Then you're going to place one comparator going forward and a dropper going upwards. Then you're going to place one repeater going to the dropper and one repeater going outwards from that block on 2 ticks. Okay, that's very important. A block in front of it. Then you're going to place some redstone dust there, and you're going to connect it to the comparator. And that's it, guys. That's as much redstone as you need. Now you're going to place a drop line until you get to the last block on top. You see? So it should look just like this, straight up. And on the last part, parallel to the redstone torch, you're going to place a dropper facing forward. Now your item elevator is complete. Now you're just going to cover this up because you really don't want that exposed at this point. Amazing. Fantastic. All right. Now let's get back down there and set up the actual hopper line. Make sure you don't get hit with that elevator. Now right there from that block, you're going to go in a straight line. And you're going to delete that block and place a block indicator right there. Now letting you know that that's the part where you have to curve at. Because you want that all to be at this corner right here. And I'll show you right now. Now you're going to place some hoppers going towards that bottom dropper until you get to that point. Then you're going to curve it and go forward. Alright, let's look up. Let's see if we're parallel. Not quite yet. Let's add a few more. Perfect. Now to really compact on resources, place one dropper there and a hopper right on top of it. Then place some hoppers going towards it on the side. And of course, you want all the hoppers to lead towards that line. And there it is, guys. That's the entire transportation system done. Now, all you have to do at this point is place a row of water blocks there, and you're good to go, guys. The whole water flow system is complete. Now, at this point, you want to add some stairs right across, just like so. And add some glass panes, or panels. Well, the thin ones, you know what I'm talking about. Right there and right across. One, for the simple fact that it really gives some good detail, and you can have more of a visual effect. And it really brings it to life. I love how the look that it really gives. Now, you don't have to do this, but I love to add glowstone, especially with these dark, dingy caves. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick that I use a lot, especially with glowstone and carpets, which is my favorite. Now, if you add carpet on top of glowstone, the lighting still stays the same, as you can see. Now, right over here, guys, we're going to start setting up the actual storage system. So you're going to place a chest there about 3 blocks from the wall, add a hopper behind it, add a large chest right on top of it, and pretty much a hopper right behind it. And as you can see, guys, it's really going to give that kind of look to it. And that's pretty much the format that we're going to be using. So you're going to add 4 blocks right there, right across, and cover this whole section up and add a block on the side. See? Let's add some glowstone there. Add some blocks right there, just to give it a little more detail. Now, whatever you do on one side, you're going to want to repeat on the other side. You want to have a certain symmetry when it comes to this. So let's follow this line right here, add 4 blocks right there. And let's make this really nice, tiny wall right here. Add some blocks there to add a little more detail. And from this point, that's going to be all the storage systems that we're going to use. That's where we're going to use the whole hopper line and everything. But don't worry, guys, we're going to set that up slowly and surely. I'm going to show you a best way to do it. So at this point, guys, you're going to go back and forth between chest and trap chest in a straight line. Then, of course, you're going to place a hopper right behind each one. Let's add another torch here so you guys can better see it. And they're all going to be facing each chest. So let's delete that temporarily so we can go in and out with ease. Now, this is very important, guys. For now, just for now, for this split second, you're going to place a small chest right across, okay? With a hopper right behind it. And I'll explain why. Now, once you've done that, you're going to place 1 dropper facing downwards from that last hopper right there. And you're going to place a hopper line going towards that dropper, leading all the way to the other dropper. Man, I hope I didn't get these hoppers and droppers mixed up, but you guys know what I mean. Let's delete that. Alright. Now, guys, once you've done that, what I like to do to really light up the storage system is place some glowstone right there, right across. Because one, they're also considered a transparent block, which won't affect with the chest. Now, at this point, you can convert it to a large chest. You see what I mean? It makes it so much easier, especially to set up that hopper line. Fantastic, guys. Now, to add a little more trimming, you're going to add some stairs. Hold on, just to give you guys a better visual, that's what we just did. You see? Now, like I was saying, to really give it a little more detail, you're going to add a upside down stairs just like so, and pretty much curve it all the way down to the end. And you're going to want to cover up that pillar as well. And of course, if you can, do the same thing on the bottom. Now, guys, at this point, all I did was just add some carpet with some glowstone underneath, just to really light it up. And at this point, you can really customize it and decorate it to your likings. So I want to give you a little view around to see what I did. All I did was just simply add some carpet, a little bit of glowstone underneath, and that's it, guys. Now, this is also very important. You're going to turn around here and you're going to dig a hole that's about 6 blocks wide. Now, you're going to want to make a hallway from that point. It's a simple hallway and you can really decorate it to your likings. So I'm going to fast forward this just a bit so you can have a better visual of what I'm talking about. Now, as you can see, guys, all I did was dig the hallway straight across about exactly 20 to 25 blocks straight ahead. And of course, I hooked it up with some stairs and some netherrack to really bring out the red. And of course, a row of glowstone dots, because this is where you're going to be AFK as the system is running. Now, as you're AFK, guys, you should be seeing this kind of effect, guys. It does take time for the system to generate. Once it starts getting warmed up, you're going to get amazing results, guys. You're going to love it. And the cool thing is, you can visually see how these guys get killed, and it brings a whole new feel to it. So you don't have to literally be away and not see it, but you can see how this whole thing works in front of you firsthand with no issues. Which to me is awesome. I love it. I mean, it really gives a whole different feel to it. And the cool thing is, all those items are going right into this chest right here. And I've only been having this bad boy run for about half an hour. Now, I didn't light up any caves, but as you can see, guys, the system is automatic. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.